Testing, 1, 2, 3. Okay, good evening, everybody, and welcome back. Okay, what we'll do, I'm getting a feedback. Okay, for the first 10 minutes or so, we could take some, again, these will be practical questions based on the system or the method that we've been practicing. And let me see if there was any left in the chat box. Well, it seems that the chat box had been cleared. But Gita is here. Gita had a question from the afternoon session. Maybe you want to formulate your question again? Yeah, you have to unmute. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I was trying to unmute all this time. Thank you, Bhante. Yes, I had a question on, can we combine contemplation of the body parts, internal and external, in the sitting? Like, for example, you were saying start from the head and then work your way down. And I do start from the head, but I start with the brain organ because my mom died of Alzheimer's. So she died of Alzheimer's, right? So that predominantly affects the brain. So I always start with like the head and then work my way down. But I also think about the like the eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, and mind as I sweep and scan through. And I also think about the heart base, right? Because that's where we arouse for metta meditation. So, I mean, is it better to just do only the body scan and then maybe do the internal organs, or what would you recommend?
Yeah, in this meditation, we're not working sort of conceptually with picking up particular organs. That's what we'll be doing tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll be doing these 32 parts of the body. But this, you just scan through the body and pick up whatever sensations you can experience within the body, whether they're external. There's nothing really external because they're in the body.
It's internal,
but whether they're towards the surface of the body or deep inside, whatever sensations appear, that you sort of pick up in your scan of the body. And then when you're doing the simple sitting without the scanning, but just a full body awareness, then just trying to take in the entire body in as a total unity, and just picking up whatever sensations appear, whatever becomes manifest.
So Bhante, if you feel pressure in your forehead as you're going down, or your cheekbones, or wherever you're feeling these pressure points, do you just acknowledge that there's a pressure point there and then just move past it, or what do you do? Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you, Bhante. Thank you.
And if there are sort of areas which are not so clear, as I said in the afternoon, you could pause there a little bit. You know, don't get fixated on that area, but just go on watching that area. Say an area that's a little bit obscure, maybe will be the lower leg. Okay, so I would just attend to the lower leg, observe, observe, observe. If something manifests, good. Then I move down to the foot. If nothing manifests after, say, 20 seconds or so, I still move on to the foot.
Okay.
Because as you go through over and over, the mind becomes more and more sensitive to the different sensations in the body. So those things that you pass over on earlier scans will start to manifest in later scans.
Okay. Thank you, Bhante. Thank you.
Okay, Mariam.
Thank you, Bhante. I have a couple of questions. One is when we're doing the body scanning, I notice that my head goes down to wherever that I'm contemplating. If it's the hand, I feel like my head is going down. If I'm looking at the foot, I'm looking towards the foot. So the head kind of moves with those location that my neck basically is moving with my location of the body. And I don't know how to stop it. I don't realize it till it's too late and I'm already looking down or left or right or something. So that's one thing that I
Okay,
wanted to.
let's take one thing at a time.
Okay.
You have a sensation that your head is going down to the foot?
Well, my head is actually looking down. So instead of looking forward, the head, no, if I'm thinking of my forward body, then I'm looking forward. If I'm thinking of the back, I'm
I
kind of
see.
leaning back. So I'm
Yeah.
kind of moving with the body
No,
part.
you try to keep the body steady, not
I
moving.
know, I don't know how. I don't notice how I'm doing it. It's after the word that I notice it. So,
But maybe don't make a big deal out of it.
okay. All
Okay.
right. And then the other thing is with regard to the sensation,
Yeah.
it was the second session that you mentioned. Well, that's how I learned it, that I felt we're not really paying attention to we're not paying any attention to the breath. Whereas the way I'm trying to feel the sensation in the body is the sensation of the breath in the head, the sensation of the breath in the arms, the sensation of the. So, am I doing it wrong, or?
You're not deliberately trying to follow the sensation of the breath in those parts, but it's just quite natural that because the entire body is affected by the breathing process. So naturally,
Okay.
when you're attending to different parts of the body, different regions, you'll feel the impact of the breath. For example, when you come to the chest, you'll experience expansion and contraction. When you come to the abdomen, rising and falling of the abdomen. When you're attending to even to the buttocks against the cushion, there'll be a change in the pressure in coordination with the breath, but you're not deliberately trying to follow the breath in this practice.
Okay. And then once I am feeling sensation in one part of the body, all of a sudden I feel sensation in all of the body. Is that normal? Is that okay? I mean, it
What?
happens.
Okay,
So,
go on.
sorry. So for example, if especially with the palms and the bottom of my feet,
Yeah.
when I feel a sensation, instead of just feeling it in that part, I feel it all over the body, not just in the hand. Even though I'm focusing in the hand, it goes through the whole body.
Okay, I guess that's a good sign, but when you're doing the scan, deliberately moving through the body, then you
Yes.
keep the focus on that part that you are bringing to mind. If it's
Okay.
the
Yes.
hands, then the focus is on the hands. If you're down to the feet, then your focus is on the feet, the sensations in the feet. But then when you come to the open awareness or full body awareness, then you're not focusing on particular parts of the body, but just sort of opening the mindfulness to whatever sensations appear. And sometimes while you're doing that, sometimes sensations will be more prominent maybe in the face, then there'll be a shift maybe coming to the chest, the abdomen, then maybe sensations in the legs will become more prominent. Whatever arises, you just watch the sensations arise and move
And go.
along and vanish.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, let me take, I see a few. Okay, some chat questions. Somebody is asking, is all the pain in the body the defilement of aversion? Are we to just observe it? By observing it, does it dissipate, or do we drag it around all day? First, the pain in the body is not the defilement of aversion. Aversion tends to arise in response to pain because we don't like pain. But pain is just a feeling that arises in the body. Whether you're an arhat or a foolish worldly person, as long as you have a physical body, you're going to experience pain. But the difference is that the Buddha or an arhat is rid of aversion, and we as ordinary people tend to experience aversion or fear or resentment towards pain. But the task of the practice is not to be swayed by those emotional reactions to the pain, but as you put it, to observe the pain. And it's not necessarily the case that observing the pain will dissipate the pain. The pain will remain, but what you develop is the ability to observe painful sensations with equanimity, not being overcome by them. And sometimes when you continue to observe pain, it undergoes some interesting changes. I mean, it still remains pain, but you come to perceive the pain at subtler levels, so that with our sort of undeveloped mind, the pain seems like one big mass, just like a monster challenging us or devouring us. But when you observe the pain with detachment, with mindfulness, with equanimity, you can see it starts to break up into sort of what I call momentary moments of pain sensation, arising and passing, arising and passing. Okay, another question. Okay, somebody has asked, when doing the slow scan, if I feel sensations in other parts of the body, do I just ignore them and focus on the part I'm working with? Or do I go ahead and observe the prominent sensations elsewhere? Now, that's a good question. When you're doing the slow scan, you just attend to the part of the body that you're working with and then continue to move over. Don't divert the attention to other parts in which sensations might appear. But when you're doing the open awareness, sort of the undirected awareness, then wherever sensations appear, then you bring those into the field of contemplation. Okay, from the raised hands, Min, you could unmute.
Thank you, Bente. I have a question about the open awareness. So
About
basically, let's I get closer. So I have a question about the open awareness.
Yeah.
What exactly I expect, because from the beginning and I start to do the open awareness, and for a while it just the whole body sensation is there, but it looks like a single object. So it's kind of lead kind of concentration part. Is that what I expect to happen? I can't hear you.
Yeah, I didn't speak yet. I'm trying to grasp the question.
Oh, so what I'm saying is,
State it again. State it again.
When I do the open awareness,
Yeah.
and at the beginning, I have the sensation comes, and for a while, the whole body sensation just like one object.
I see, like one.
So
object.
it kind of lead to concentration. Is that what we expect?
Yeah. No, it shouldn't be like just turning into one object. But what you want to do with the open awareness is to pick up the sensations occurring. They're occurring all over the body. And so you want to pick up sort of the body as what I call a mass or a stream of sensations. But there are
Okay.
many distinct sensations. They shouldn't just be merging into one solid object.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Okay, I'll take one more question, then we'll actually have to go into the practice. So this is through the chat. Okay. No, okay. The question about the pace and smoothness of the rapid body sweep. It takes effort to make the sweep go quickly, and it feels very choppy for me. I also find myself trying to stop coordinating the sweep with my breath. Should I try to make the sweep more smooth and methodical? Don't try to do anything. Just try to sweep. If it's choppy, then it's choppy. If it goes smoothly, then it goes smoothly. But just sweep down. I find when I do it, it takes, I'm not trying to coordinate the sweep with the breath. Well, maybe I am actually. I'm sorry. Because I start, okay, from the top of the head with the out breath, and then usually I sweep down and I get pretty much to the abdomen with the first breath. Then I have to take in another in breath and then push down from the abdomen down through the hips and the legs to the feet with the second breath. Sometimes it even takes 3 breaths to get down. Yeah, so it's not just, in my case, not just one continuous smooth sweep, but it should go pretty quickly, so you're picking up whatever manifests, and if nothing comes in the course of a sweep, then you just keep on going, you don't stop. Okay, I hope that's clear. And okay, maybe we'll take one question, somebody who hasn't asked before. Oh, I said, Nelia? Nelia, you could unmute.
Thank you, Bhante. I'm enjoying this retreat like I've done all the other ones. This time I'm doing it alone with myself.
Yeah.
The question I have regarding the sensation, I feel as I go along through the individual parts, I feel sensation in every single one of them when I'm looking at them.
Yeah.
I consider those, though, the pulse in my body. I can actually sense the actual pulse in every single part of my body individually. In other words, if I'm looking at the head, the pulse is only there. If I'm looking at the arm, it's only there. But when I'm sitting down and looking at the whole body, I feel the entire pulse in the entire body.
Yeah.
So the question is it the pulse in the body itself that's the sensation?
Yeah, in my experience, I don't pick up the pulse. Maybe that is not what one should be attending to. I'm just trying to sort of examine into myself. No, I don't find myself picking up the pulse as such, but they're like subtle sensations taking place. Maybe this is a manifestation of cellular processes that are taking place. Yeah, but if you're getting the pulse, then just go with the pulse and see what happens from there.
Thank you.
Yeah, but look for other sensations. Don't just fixate on the pulse and exclude other things.
Okay. Thank you
Okay.
so much, Bhante.
Okay, somebody asks a very broad question. What's the purpose of practicing full body awareness? Okay, 2 purposes basically. One is to help to settle the mind, to still the mind. Of course, the awareness of the body is a kind of focus point for concentrating the mind, collecting the mind. And then the full body awareness provides an opening for the arising of insight. Because this is a short retreat, so we don't really have the opportunity to pursue it to a very deep level. But if you do like an extended retreat where you're observing the body, or practicing the full body awareness, one starts picking up sensations at subtler and subtler levels in the body. And what you witness or observe is that the whole body is a kind of bundle of sensations, literally from the top of the head to the soles of the feet and the toes. Sensations are occurring everywhere, and all of those sensations are arising and passing, arising and vanishing. And that is the sort of entranceway to the direct insight into anicca, into impermanence. Yeah, one could elaborate on that, for a long time, but in brief, that's a very concise answer to the question. Okay, so now maybe we could just stand up and do a little bending and stretching, and then we'll move into a sitting. So we'll do about 2 minutes of bending and stretching. Maybe somebody will complain, I came to a meditation retreat and all I'm doing is bending and stretching. Okay, we could return to the seats now. And also just want to answer a little bit further that question, what is the purpose of practicing full body awareness? In the course of this retreat, the full body awareness that we are doing today is going to prepare the way for the contemplation of the 4 material elements that we will be starting tomorrow afternoon, it's Sunday afternoon, and continuing on into Monday. So without the full body awareness as the preparation, then it's difficult to do the 4 elements meditation. Okay, so now you remember the 4 tools for the full body awareness. There is the gradual scan of the body, and you do it in whatever way that you prefer, at whatever pace you prefer. So that is one tool. The second tool is the sweep, the rapid sweep. And again, there's no fixed rule that you have to do it with 1 breath or with 2 breaths or 3 breaths, but you do it pretty rapidly, just picking up whatever sensations you can, sweeping from head to toe, from head to feet. So that's the second tool. The third tool is just the open awareness, the simple experiencing the whole body, sitting and observing. And then the fourth, if you find the mind is getting distracted and you want to sharpen the beam of awareness, you could do a few rounds of anapanasati, mindfulness of breathing. But this isn't a session of mindfulness of breathing. The mindfulness of breathing is just a few minutes just to sharpen the mind and then go back to observing the body, the whole body. Okay, so we will continue this till okay, we'll do a half-hour session until 8 p.m. And you are working on your own now. And so you try and do it. You experiment with the different tools to see what works best for you. You can relax now and end the session in the usual way. And then we'll have a period of walking meditation of 30 minutes. And remember, we're doing the walking meditation with the 3 phases to each step. Picking up and pushing the foot forward and then putting the foot down. So picking, pushing, placing, picking, pushing, placing. When you come to the end of the walkway, you pause, standing, standing, and turn, turning, turning, and standing, standing, then walk back. Okay, so we'll continue for about close to 30 minutes. And then when you hear the gong, then you return to your seat. Okay, everybody can return to the return to their seats. And then just pick up again, resume the full body awareness using whatever tools you find most effective. But I'd say in this session, maybe try to give greater prominence to what we call the open, undirected awareness of the body. And so you might do a few sweeps or a scan just to pick up the sense of the body, but then move as much as possible into the open awareness, the undirected awareness. And to prevent the mind from straying, you could use as a focusing device, you can use the word body, body, or simply sitting, sitting, and then picking up whatever sensations become manifest. But not focusing narrowly on a particular area, particular set of sensations, but try to encompass the whole body. Okay, so this will be about a 23-minute sitting, and then we will end the day with the sharing of the merits. Okay, you can relax now and take a somewhat relaxed position. And we're going to conclude the day's practice with just a short period of extending loving kindness and then sharing the merits. So sitting in a relaxed position, then spread your mind over the entire world. Bring first all of the human beings on this planet into the range of your mind. And then from the heart, generate the wish. May all of the people in this world be well. May they all be truly happy. May they be safe. May they be free from all harm and affliction. And may all of their good aims in life be fulfilled. Okay, spread those thoughts of loving kindness over the whole world. And then extend the mind of loving kindness to all sentient beings in every realm of existence, from the devas in the heavenly realms, down to the hungry ghosts, the animals, even to beings in the realms of intense suffering, and generate the wish, may all beings be well. May they all be happy. May they be free from all harm, free from all suffering. And now while you hold those thoughts of loving kindness, I'm going to recite some verses for sharing the merits. Sharing the merits with the devas, the nagas, and invoking them, requesting them to protect the Dharma in the world, to protect the teaching in the world, to protect ourselves and others. Akasata cha bhumata deva nagamahidika punyantang anumoditva chirang rakantu sasanam. Akasata cha bhumata deva nagamahidika punyantang anumoditva chirang rakantu desanam. Akasata cha bhumata deva nagamahidika punyantang anumoditva chirang rakantu mang parang. Dukkha pata cha nidukkha bhaya pata cha nibhaya Soka pata jani soka pantu sabepi panino. May those in suffering be free from suffering. May those in fear be free from fear. May those in sorrow be free from sorrow. May all living beings also be thus. Okay, then we'll end for the day with 3 bows to the Buddha, and Venerable Hongzhan will lead us in the bows.
Three half bow to the Buddha. Bow to Bande.
Joining. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us this evening, and please, we'll continue the retreat tomorrow, and we'll have, for those who are able to join with the early morning meditation at 6 a.m., followed by a short puja or vandana service. And then we come together for the continued instructions at 9 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So I wish everybody a good night and a peaceful sleep. But maybe some of you in California and elsewhere, not yet time for sleeping. But for us, it will be the time. Okay, so see you tomorrow.
Thank you, dear
Thank you,
Bante.
Thank you, Bante. Good night. Thank you,
Thank you,
Bante.
everyone.
Love you, Bante. Take care, Bante.
Okay, good night. We all
Good
love
night,
you. I love
Bante.
you all.
Have night. Be careful. See you, Bante.
Be careful.
Be safe, Bante. Take care. Bye. Be well.
Thank you, Bante.
Bye.
Thank you.